I'm a Mac automation expert with over 20 years of experience, and in this video I'd like to show you how to create an automation workflow which adds a flash transition to your timeline in Premiere Pro in just a few seconds and with only one keystroke. And thanks to an automation method I developed myself over the years, you won't need any coding skills whatsoever and can easily do it yourself. Before we can create the automation workflow, we have to add our transition once manually. So make sure you have 2 clips added to your timeline and then create an adjustment layer. Right click on it and select speed duration. Set the value to 10 frames, click OK, move your playhead 5 frames to the left, drag and drop the adjustment layer to the middle of the cut in your timeline, go to the effects panel, search for an effect called levels, add this effect to the adjustment layer, move your playhead to the cut between both clips, go to the effect controls panel, set a keyframe for RGB white input level, set its value to 0, move to the start of the adjustment layer, click the reset icon, move to the end of the adjustment layer, click the reset icon one more time, and you're done. If this is the first time you're watching one of my tutorials, please head over to the shortcut settings in Premiere Pro and make sure you have assigned the following shortcuts: adjustment layer, Command Option Control Shift plus A, projects, Shift plus Y, effect controls, Shift plus X, effects, Shift plus C, timelines, Shift plus V, rename under project panel, Command Option Control Shift plus R, zoom to frame, Command Option Control Shift plus B, minimize all tracks, Command Option Control Shift plus M, delete all empty tracks, Command Option Control plus D, add edit, S, and finally assign the F key to the shortcut called clear, which will delete everything which is selected in your timeline. Then, with the adjustment layer selected in your timeline, go to the effect controls panel again, right click on the levels effect, select save preset from the pop-up menu, rename it to flash transition preset and click OK to save it. Last but not least, make sure you have the free trial version of the app BetterTouchTool installed on your Mac. Navigate to this new icon up here, click on configuration, and then let's get started with our automation. Click on these 3 little dots up here. Add a new trigger by clicking on the plus symbol in the left column and select reusable named trigger in the right column. Rename it to flash transition. If you haven't done it already, add a second trigger and name it workflow speed. Click on the plus symbol in the middle column, select the action called pause execution, delay next action blocking from the drop-down menu in the right column and set its value to 0.1 seconds. Now highlight the flash transition trigger again and add the first action by clicking the plus symbol in the middle column. Click into this search field, type launch app and select the action launch app, open file, start Apple script. Click on select app file and choose Premiere Pro. This will bring Premiere Pro to the front. Add another action called trigger named trigger, highlight the workflow speed trigger in the left column, copy its name and paste it into the text field of our trigger named trigger action. This will allow us to adjust the overall speed of our workflow at the end if necessary. Now move your playhead to the cut between both clips. This will be the starting point for our automation workflow. Also, please navigate to the sequence drop-down menu up here and make sure selection follows playhead is activated. We want the workflow to run properly each time we trigger it, so now let's add a couple of actions in order to take care of that. Add the following key combinations to your workflow: Shift plus V to highlight the timelines panel, Command Option Control Shift plus B to bring the playhead to the center of your screen, Command Option Control Shift plus M to minimize all tracks, and Command Option Control plus D to delete all empty tracks. Now we want to create an adjustment layer and rename it to flash transition, which requires the following 7 additional actions in our workflow: Shift plus Y to go to the projects panel, Command Option Control Shift plus A and an enter key shortcut action to create the adjustment layer, Command Option Control Shift plus R to rename it, the action insert type paste custom text with flash transition written into the text field, a tab key and an escape key shortcut action to deselect the adjustment layer. Next, we want to define the length of our adjustment layer in advance automatically before adding it to our timeline, so we don't have to automate trimming it. Unfortunately, we won't be able to pull this off with keyboard shortcuts alone this time, so we have to involve our mouse cursor. Start by adding the action called find search image on screen and move mouse. In the right column, change search image on to screen with mouse, change limit search region to search left half of selected area, and for move mouse to, choose move move to top left of recognized area. Then click on Choose Area of Screen, resize and position this red transparent rectangle over our adjustment layer in the Projects panel. Hit the spacebar and wait for 3 seconds to take a screenshot of the area until a little image of it appears up here in BetterTouchTool. And when you click on Perform Test Search, your mouse cursor should hover over the adjustment layer by itself. Add the action called right-click next, followed by 5 arrow up key shortcut actions. Add an Enter key shortcut action, a Tab key shortcut action, and the action Insert Type Paste Custom Text. Type the number 10 into the text field on the right and add another Enter key shortcut action. This will set the length of our adjustment layer to 10 frames. Now that our adjustment layer is created, we have to add it to our timeline. Again, there is no native shortcut available in Premiere Pro for that, so let's build ourselves a workaround. Continue the workflow with a Shift+V shortcut action to switch to the Timelines panel. Add a Shift+Left arrow key shortcut action to move the playhead 5 frames to the left. Add the action Drag Mouse to Position. Change the duration to 0.4 seconds in the right column and click on Record New Position. Switch back to Premiere Pro and hover your mouse cursor to this position. Hit the spacebar on your keyboard to save the position of your cursor. Switch back to BetterTouchTool and click on Save. Then add the shortcut actions Command-Option-Control-Shift+M to minimize the newly created track, Command+0 and Command+0 once more, which will activate the track. Now there's only one more step left in order to finish our workflow. Add Shift+C and Shift+F followed by another Insert Type Paste Custom Text action. Type Flash Transition Preset into the text field in the right column. Add the action Find Search Image on Screen and move mouse. Position the rectangle over the preset like this. Hit the spacebar and wait for 3 seconds until your screenshot pops up in this little square up here. Add the Drag Mouse to Position action. Hover over the adjustment layer in your timeline and save the position by hitting the spacebar and clicking on Save. Add Shift+C, Shift+F, the Delete key, the Enter key, Shift+V and Command-Option-Control-Shift+B to reset everything in Premiere Pro, and our workflow is complete. Hit Command+S to save everything, click on the app icon of BetterTouchTool at the top of your screen and restart the app. Delete the adjustment layer in the Projects panel, and now let's find out if our automation runs as intended by clicking this little play icon down here. It runs just fine, doesn't it? And thanks to our workflow speed trigger, it's super easy to adjust the overall speed of our automation anytime. Just click on it, select the action Pause Execution, Delay Next Action Blocking in the middle column, and change its value from 0.1 seconds to 0.05 seconds, for example, to make it run even faster. And in order to assign a custom keyboard shortcut to our flash transition, click on this little keyboard icon up here, click on the plus symbol, and now you can record any shortcut you like. I'm going to assign it to a key of this used additional keyboard I have prepared in order to turn it into a really fancy customized Stream Deck for video editors. In addition, I changed the trigger condition from works on all keyboards to works on keyboards with same type as used for recording to avoid activating the workflow when I press the same key on my regular keyboard. Then click on the plus symbol in the middle column, add the action called Trigger Named Trigger, and type the name of our reusable named trigger into this text field in the right column to link the automation workflow with the keyboard shortcut. And this is how you can automate adding a flash transition to your timeline in Premiere Pro in only a few seconds and with only one keystroke.